Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. We're going to be doing the showcase on the free-to-play Tekka, which of course you can rainbow out an SA15 for free. I won't be doing showcases on any of the summonable or pullable like part 2 fusion EZAs they got going on. I checked last night, none of them are near SA10. I don't really want to be using the resources on them, considering I'm probably never ever going to use them outside of a showcase. So yeah, I'd rather not waste the resources. I can use them. I do have Kais available. I said I just don't really want to use the resources because I feel like a waste. They are good though. The EZAs are good though. Don't knock. I'm not knocking them. I just don't really want to be using the resources. But yeah, we've got a showcase for the free-to-play Tekka. I've got him in a full crossover team. If you're under my Janembas here, he's literally here for one thing only. And that's literally just to use the link more than meets the eye. Literally, I haven't finished EZAing the other one. I can't remember his name right now, so I can't really link them together. So as I said, I'm going to bring Janemba just to get off that more than meets the eye link with Tekka. One thing that's kind of an immediate kind of downside is both these units only have 6 links. I know there's also the fusion between Tian and Yamcha. I need to actually finish him completely. But these two only have 6 links. We're in 2022, and they only have 6 links. I mean, they could have just added something on there, surely. So that's an immediate downside, as they only have 6 links, and we've also got Trunks for the support as well. So as always, if you have been enjoying the content, don't forget to drop a like, and also if you are new, consider hitting that subscribe button. I will be streaming a little bit later today, so go down in the description down below, click the link, drop me a follow, and then you'll know when I go live on Twitch, and also drop me a follow on Twitter as well. Want to be using that more, but we're going to hop into the Goku event, see how this free-to-play Tekka can do. So we have him on rotation immediately. We do not have the best setup. I also did remember to actually put Great Saiyaman 4 on the team, because he is pretty much Tekka's best linking partner, sharing 5 links. So I remember to put him on. So, I mean, 206k attack stat turn 1, free-to-play unit. That's nothing to knock. That's nothing to, you know, that's not too shabby. That's pretty good. And 116k defense is okay. So far, the attack and defense on turn 1 is looking quite nice. I mean, it's looking quite nice. In terms of links, we literally only have a singular link active. I don't think we can even get, we can just about get a super attack off right now. So, I mean, yeah, his links aren't the best. His links aren't the best, I'll be completely honest. They are, they're not great. They're really not great. He doesn't share his links with like a bunch of units. Hence why we have Janemba on the team right now, literally just to get one link off with them. But in terms of what he does, he is a crossover lead, giving key plus 3, HP and attack and defense plus 77%. That was 1.8 million, which, again, for a free-to-play unit, is actually pretty good. It's actually pretty... 1.8 million isn't too bad for a free-to-play unit, with literally a singular link active, which is giving him attack plus 10%. So that's not bad. That is actually not bad, because, of course, do remember, he is a free-to-play unit. So he's not going to be putting out, you know, insane numbers that you see on pullable units. He does have less stats, obviously. And obviously the fact that he only has 6 links rather than the full 7 is definitely going to hurt him in areas. I mean, they probably could have just given him anything, I'm not going to lie. They could have easily have just given him prepared for battle if they wanted to. Or even fierce, but they could have literally just given him probably anything for a 7th link. And I don't think anyone would have complained, I'm being honest. I don't think anyone would really care if they gave him anything for a 7th link. Because I said, not having a full 7 links is probably going to hurt these two quite a bit. We now do have every single link active right now. 263k attack stat. Bearing in mind, he has raised his attack by 30% for 1 turn. He also does cause supreme damage to enemy and lowers defense by 20% for 3 turns, which is okay. But after getting all of his links active, and also raising his attack on super attack last turn, he's on a 263k attack stat and 153k defense, which again, for a free-to-play unit, is actually quite nice. It's actually quite good. So while he is really hurting from the fact he doesn't have 7 links, like, I don't know why, as I said, they could probably just put anything they wanted on there, you know, obviously that made sense. I mean, the stats are looking really good. They're looking really nice. For a free-to-play unit, he's looking good. I'm not sure how often you'll probably use him, but he's looking good. 2.3 million. That is respectable. That is pretty good. For a free-to-play unit, that is pretty good. And again, only having 6 links, that is pretty good. 2.3 million. So that means if you had probably an extra attack link in there that wasn't terrible, I mean, you're probably looking at 2.5 million minimum on this guy. Which again, for a free-to-play unit is really good. I'm just not entirely sure when you're going to be using him. But in his passive, he does get attack and defense plus 150%, which is free for a free-to-play unit. It's pretty good. Gets an additional attack and defense plus 50% when there is another crossover ally attacking in the same turn, which we've just seen. We've seen him without the crossover category ally with just Janemba, and we've seen him with the Great Saiyan Man 4 as well. Also, he gives crossover category allies attack and defense plus 25%, and also has a high chance of key plus 2 and attack and defense plus 25% for all allies. So, while I'm not the biggest fan of high chance for support, he does have a 50% chance to, in total, once you combine the guaranteed attack and defense plus 25% for crossover category allies, and then the high chance to come off the key plus 2 and attack and defense plus 25% for all allies comes off. If you're on a crossover team, or if you have a crossover ally on the team, he can possibly support them with key plus 2 and attack and defense plus 50%. If that high chance for the additional key plus 2 and attack and defense plus 25% for all allies does come off. Which I do have to say is nice. That is nice. But I'm not a fan of high chances of support. It's just, I don't know, it feels kind of weird. But I get it, considering he does basically, if a high chance does come off, he does guarantee crossover allies specifically attack and defense plus 50% and key plus 2. So I kind of get it. I'm just not a fan of it. In terms of his links, Courage, Kamehameha, More Than Meets the Eye, Hero, Infighter, Shattering the Limit. It's not a great link set, I'll be honest. You're not going to find many links that link well with him apart from this guy. And then again, quite similarly to Tekka, how often are you going to be using these units? Even if you do use a crossover category team and put him on here, in terms of linking, he doesn't have many great linking partners. If you're going to be using a crossover ally team, or a crossover category team, you're going to be using like SSJ4 Vegito, you know, maybe SSJ3s, you know, any of the SSJ3 units, you know, there's 21, you know, there's a plethora of options. But he is a good free-to-play options, but his link set does let him down, including the fact that he is indeed missing an extra link to have the full 7. So without having his attack raised, he also on a 217k attack stat and 142k defense. Which I have to say is still pretty good. It is still pretty good. His numbers are pretty good for a free-to-play unit. In terms of his kit is still quite decent for a free-to-play unit. As for the high chance of, you know, the extra support, I'm not a fan of. His link set isn't good, especially for the fact he doesn't have 7 links. Which also probably doesn't help the fact the categories he goes on. You know, he's on Dragon Ball Seekers, 2 milli, which again for a free-to-play unit is not bad, nothing to laugh at. He's on Dragon Ball Seekers, he's on Youth, he's on Kamehameha, Earthlings, and Crossover. I mean, of course Crossover is going to be his best category, because that's when he also gets attack and defense plus 50% when there's a crossover ally attacking in the same turn. And also he supports crossover allies. Then also, if you get the high chance of getting the additional support off, he will also give them attack and defense plus 50% and key plus 2, which is great. I don't see you running him on any other team. I mean, maybe if you really need to, you might run him on Dragon Ball Seekers, maybe even Youth, maybe Earthlings. Kamehameha he definitely doesn't get onto. There's way too many good units in the game for him to even get close to that category, especially with the link set. So while he does put up some pretty impressive numbers, I don't think there's much room or capacity for you to be using this EZA Tekka. But we do have the support from the Trunks right now, who is giving us, what, attack and defense plus 40%? Yeah, in total. So he's on a 268k attack stat and 168k defense. I said, man, the numbers are really good for a free-to-play unit. The numbers are looking really good. I just don't know where you would use him. and especially with like quite a bad link set, if I'm being honest. Apart from this category, but even then there's better options. 2.3 million. So if he would have super attacked, then got the support after raising his attack, then you're probably looking at like 2.5, 2.6 million, which again is really, really good. So in terms of numbers, in terms of output, really good, really impressive for a free-to-play unit. In terms of not having full 7 links, it's 2022, they could have given him something. In terms of the link set themselves, it's not great. And in terms of the categories, you probably won't be using them on many of the categories. I say many of them. There's literally only, what, 5 categories. You probably won't be using him on any of them, if I'm being honest. Especially Kamehameha. His best place is here on a crossover category team. And even then, you have better options. I think the only time he gets onto this team is if you're missing some of the pullable options. And he's like, I don't want to say like your only option, because he is a good unit. But that link set, man, is just, it's not good. Other than that, as I said, his numbers are really good, but we're kind of accommodating for him here with support and making sure he has most of his links active. If not all, I mean, it's not difficult. He has 6. So, you know, it's not really natural when it comes to actually using him. But his numbers are good, man. His attack stat and defense stat for a free-to-play unit are pretty good. His numbers he deals on super for a free-to-play unit are pretty good. But let me know what you think about Tekka down in the comments. I'll see you next video, guys, and peace.